No, sir. No, sir.
Nobody, nobody has interest to speak anything.
Sir, we have read about it in bio.
Huh?
Sir, in previous years, we have read it in bio.
Biology,
Osmosis.
bio.
Yes, sir.
We have
Semi-permeable
bio,
membrane.
we have bio also. 10th class, or you are saying? 10th class, I think,
Yes,
right?
sir, in 10th and 9th.
Right. So, what are the topics we are going to see in this one? In osmosis and osmotic pressure. Now, any number of times I told you, all the colligative properties are works only for dilute solution. If you take for concentrated solution, this will not at all work. That means if you have huge amount of solvent, then only what happen, the colligative properties will work. Now, so if you observe which is the most important colligative property, if you ask, I will say what happened, osmotic pressure, osmosis, osmotic pressure is a colligative property. So this osmotic pressure is a very, very, very important one. Many number of biological activities, it is working. Now, first of all, we'll see what is the meaning of osmosis. What is the meaning of osmosis? Now, for example, I have taken a beaker which is partitioned with what? Which is a partitioned with what? A semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane means which has a minute holes, very small, like a skin. Skin also is having minute holes. Skin is also semi-permeable membrane. To the skin, sweat will come outside. Okay, so skin also a semi-permeable membrane which contains minute holes actually. Okay, semi-permeable. Semi means what? Little. Permeable means what? Allowing. Small amount is allowing from the whatever the substance. Now here I have taken a dilute solution and here I have taken concentrated solution. Now a semi-permeable membrane is separating dilute solution, concentration solution. For example, you take this is 0.01 molar NaCl solution. This one is a 0.1 molar NaCl solution. Obviously, 0.1 molar NaCl is actually what? Concentrated. 0.01 is lower concentration. This is a lower concentration. This one is the higher concentration. Now, whenever if you separate these two solutions, now the solvent always here solvent is in the salt solution in NaCl solution, aqueous NaCl solution. What is solvent? What is solvent in aqueous NaCl solution?
Water.
Water is a solvent here. Now, from dilute, from here to here, from low concentration to high concentration, only water will flow. Only water will flow, but not the salt. Isn't it? Only water will flow from where? Dilute concentration. Understood? Only water is flowing. Why not salt? Because this semi-permeable membrane is having minute holes. Through these minute holes, being water small in size can pass through it. But salt is having large in size. When you observe water molecule size, salt size. For example, this is a water size. This one is a water size. And this one is a salt size. So definitely what happens, salt being as a large in size, when compared with water size, water easily pass through what? Semi-permeable membrane, but not the salt. Understood? So whenever you separate semi-permeable membrane with the two different concentrated solution, solvent molecules will flow from dilute to concentrated. Otherwise, lower concentration to higher concentration, only solvent molecules will flow. This process is called what? Osmosis. Any doubts you're having? Osmosis meaning, definition? Any doubts you're having? Speak out.
Sir, can you explain once more?
कौन है वो? Who is that?
Sir, Srihari.
हाँ,
Srihari, sir.
श्रीहरि. आपको what you have understood बेटा वो बोलो मेरे को पहले.
सर समझ में नहीं आया इसलिए दोबारा एक्सप्लेन करो सर.
नहीं, आपको क्या समझ आया अभी तक वो बोलो मेरे को. अभी तक आपने क्या सुना? श्रीहरि,
यस सर.
अभी तक आपने क्या सुना वो मेरे को. What topic I am explaining बेटा?
Osmosis.
Osmosis. सेमी परमेबल मेम्ब्रेन एक एग्जांपल बोलो.
Human skin.
Human skin. Now, is it having minute hole or big holes?
Minute holes.
Then from minute holes, which will flow? Solvent or salt? Which will flow? Solvent or salt? Mr. Srihari.
Don't know sir. Don't know sir.
Which one is having small in size, salt or water? Which is having smaller in size, salt or
Water.
watery is having smaller in size. When you have a minute holes, big size like salt, can it flow through semi-permeable membrane? Say yes or no.
No sir.
Then which will flow through semi-permeable membrane?
Solvent.
Solvent means what? Water. In this experiment, water. Now from which direction it is flowing? From lower to higher?
Yes sir.
So when you separate semi-permeable membrane, this is a semi-permeable membrane. Now this is separated two solutions. What is that? One is lower concentration, other is higher concentration, dilute and concentration. Whenever you separate, what happens? From low to high, solvent molecules are flowing. This is the process we are calling as osmosis. Osmosis means flow of solvent from dilute solution to concentrated solution. This phenomena is called osmosis. Still you have any doubt regarding this one? Tell me now.
No sir.
If you have any doubts, you have to ask specifically. Sir, आपने आधे घंटे पहले बोला सर वो पूरा explain करो दोबारा मेरे को. This is not doubt. Explaining second time is not at all called doubt. If you asking doubt means you can ask what is this process, from where it is flowing, that is called doubt. Sir, मेरे को दोबारा explain करो. This is not doubt, isn't it? If you have a doubt, you can ask specifically. आधे घंटा बाथरूम जाकर इधर आकर मेरे को पूरा एक्सप्लेन करो, ये ऐसा नहीं बोलना है आपको. Understood? Specifically, you need to ask, sir, what is osmosis? Again, tell me what is osmosis, why this is flowing here from to here, what is concentrated, what is dilute. पूरा मेरे को osmotic pressure बोलो, ऐसा मत पूछना. Now, what is the role of semi-permeable membrane in osmosis? What role it is having? Already I told you, semi-permeable membrane, generally we use animal skin. Generally they are animal skins, generally we are using it. So whatever we discuss, same thing will come here. This will allow molecules of the solvent only to pass through it. Not solute molecule. Generally solute means will take salt, isn't it? They does not allow salt. When the solvent and solution both are separated by this membrane is called semi-permeable membrane. So this is a definition of the semi-permeable membrane. This is very simple. The substance which allows flow of solvent molecules through it is called what? Semi-permeable membrane when it is, isn't it, separating lower and higher concentration. This is what semi-permeable membrane. Next, I told you already, animal membranes are generally taken as what? Semi-permeable membrane, right? And these are the some synthetic semi-permeable membranes, parchment paper, cellophane papers, isn't it? Generally we use, isn't it, which are synthetic semi-permeable membranes. Now generally what happens in laboratory, how they are prepared here. So we take what? Copper ferrocyanide, which will generally precipitated as a film on porous containers, wherever the porous nature container is there. So what happened? Very high porous nature is there, that can be filled with what? This type of copper ferrocyanide. For example, this I have taken a paper, a normal paper I have taken, a normal paper, which is having some porous nature, having some porous nature. Porous means what? Having some holes on this one, having some holes like this. So this is a paper actually, having some holes. Now this you dip in a copper ferricyanide. This paper, if you dip in copper ferricyanide, this holes will be covered, completely covered by what? This copper ferrocyanide like this. So that they become what? Minute holes now. They become now minute holes. Then they can use as a semi-permeable membranes actually. So this is a chemical generally we are using to precipitate over the porous film actually, porous paper actually. Now, already I told you, this is already we have discussed this one. Everything already we discussed. Same thing it is written on this one. Next, if you read out, you can read this one also. Whatever I told you, you can read this one better. Once you read these two lines, all of you, read these two lines. When you are observing, if you observe from the mobile phone, keep the mobile phone in full screen mode better. Keep the mobile in full screen mode so that it can be easily visible for you. What is written? When a dilute solution of solute is separated from solvent by a special type of membrane called semi-permeable membrane, the solvent flows into the solution through membrane slowly. This phenomena also takes place when two solutions of the same solute of different concentrations are separated by semi-permeable membrane. Next, we will move to what? Next slide now. Same definition, osmosis definition we got. Same thing, osmosis already we have discussed the definition. Same definition we are getting here. Now, when you observe this in a diagram like this, here it is a dilute solution. The red point, whatever the red point you are observing, that is a dilute solution beta. The blue part you are seeing, that is called this part. This blue part is water. This part is what? Pure water beta. Only water I have taken as a blue part. Red part is a dilute solution. Whatever red you are seeing, that is a dilute sugar solution. Okay. This is a sugar solution. This is a water, pure water it is. Okay. Now this is a paper here. It is a paper. Brown color it is there. No. This brown color you are seeing, that is a semi-permeable membrane. Now here two solutions are separated. One is blue color water, red color sugar solution. Both are separated by which one? Semi-permeable membrane. Now tell me, water will move. So the solvent will move from downward side or upward side? Upward or downward?
Upward side, sir.
Obviously what happened? From low to high. Here actually it is low concentration only when you compare with solution. When you compare solvent and solution, solvent is lower concentration when you compare with what? Solution only, right? So definitely the water is moving where? The blue part is moving upward direction. So this can be easily observed by this experiment here, isn't it? So the liquid level in the stem rises slowly with the time. That means here the liquid level in this case, what happened, increases slowly. This now after certain time, what happened? Further momentum will not take place here. So it will reach an equilibrium state where the solvent molecules does not move upward direction. After certain time, an equilibrium is established, isn't it? So at that time, what happened? Nothing will takes place. Now, now this is phenomena you are calling as what? Osmosis, right? This phenomena you are calling as a osmosis. Now, again, if you observe here, as the water level is increasing in the stem, the pressure exerted by column of water also increases here. Okay, this hydrostatic pressure in the sugar solution acts in the direction opposite to that of direction of flow of solvent. Now water forms the beaker to the funnel through the membrane. So what is happening here? So when this phenomena is taking place from opposite, actually what is moving here, and the pressure is directed in opposite direction. It works in opposite direction as a flow of solvent is moving. And that pressure generally we are calling as osmotic pressure. Now again we extend this one in the next slide, so that I will take a piston I will take in this case. Now the water flow into the funnel is due to what pressure? Osmotic pressure. So one osmotic pressure is working, isn't it, to flow like this actually. So at equilibrium state, what is equilibrium state? In which the flow of water in upward direction is stopped here. The hydrostatic pressure acting on the sugar solution is numerically equal to the osmotic pressure exerted by the sugar solution. That means both pressures now equal. At this, what happened? The solvent does not move in upward direction. At what pressure it is happening, that can be taken your osmotic pressure here. Now, so to elaborate this one, we'll do one thing actually. Now, the pressure required to be applied on the solution to just stop the inflow of solvent into the solution when the solution is separated by the semi-permeable membrane is called osmotic pressure. Now, what is this osmotic pressure? Very simple here. How much pressure I am applying on this side? Solution side. This side I am applying some pressure. I am applying some pressure here. I am applying some pressure by using some piston on solutions. When you apply some pressure, I am stopping the flow of solvent molecule. Now the flow of what? Solvent molecules will stop here. At what pressure? When you apply what pressure it is stopping? That pressure you are calling as osmotic pressure here. Right? Now, if you observe here, there is a very good diagram in which you are having sugar solution. This one is a pure solvent. Now, this is a semi-permeable membrane. Now, when you place a semi-permeable membrane, now water will flow. The solvent move in this direction. Correct or not? Correct or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Solution side, because you are subjecting a semi-permeable membrane here. Now here on solution side, I am using a piston here. Make piston use kar raha hu. So that what happened? To increase the pressure. At what pressure? At what pressure this flow can be what? Stopped here, prevented here, suspended here. Then that pressure is called what? Osmotic pressure. The excess pressure equal to the osmotic pressure must be applied on the solution side to prevent the osmosis. So how to prevent the osmosis? You have to apply some pressure which is equal to what? Osmotic pressure. At osmotic pressure, what happens? This flow of solvent molecules does not move. The flow of solvent molecules will not take place. Any doubt regarding this diagram, beta? You are having any doubts? You can ask me now. It's already same thing, beta. A vessel is applied and two parts separated by semi-permeable membrane. One part is having solvent, other part is having solution, and two parts are fitted with pistons. The piston on the solution side moves up due to the osmosis. If the pressure is applied on the solution, which is numerically equal to the osmotic pressure, the momentum will be stopped. The pressure applied on the solution side to stop the process of osmosis numerically equal to osmotic pressure. Okay. So this you can give as a definition. The pressure which is applied on the solution side to prevent the osmosis is called what? Osmotic pressure. Right? This definition you can take. The pressure you are applying to prevent the osmosis on solution side is nothing but called osmotic pressure. Now what is the formula here? What formula we can use here? Now beta, what is gas law, beta? Anybody? What is the gas law? Gas law formula, anybody? PV is equal, what formula we are using? NRT. I think everyone knows this formula. This is for gas molecules. But what type of solutions we are discussing here? Liquid solutions. Of course, salt in liquid. What is a liquid solution? So this is for gas. Now the same, the pressure we are using as a osmotic pressure pi, V volume only, N is a gas constant where S is called, C is called what? Here, this one. N is nothing but number of moles, beta. N is nothing but number of moles, where we can use here concentration. Already we can take that one. And R is gas constant and S is what? Liquid constant. Solution constant we can take. At T is what? Temperature of the solution. So what is changing here? Pi C S. I can take this one. I will show this one. Sorry, this one. Sorry. I can just change this one. PV is equal to, I can use NST. This formula I am using. Sorry. This formula I can use. PV is equal to NST formula. Now what change you are observing here? At P I have taken pi. At R I have taken S. Only this difference you are observing. Any difference you are observing, beta? Where your difference you are observing? At the place of P, we are using pi. P means pressure of the gas. Pi means what here? Osmotic pressure. R means what here? Gas constant, where S is called what? Solubility constant. S can be taken as what here? For what? Liquids we can take. Okay. Yes. So what changes we are observing? Pi and yes, we are changing for PV is equal to N0. Why I am saying? Because easily we can remember. Everyone knows that PV is equal to N0 formula. Now how you got here concentration? I will explain in the next slide better. So you see here. So pi V is equal to NST I have taken. Right? Now pi is equal to kya hota? N by V is equal to ST. Now what is the meaning of N by? N is number of moles. V is what? Volume. Now mole by volume is equal to always what happen? Molarity. Molarity is nothing but what? Concentration. So that is the reason now I am taking pi is equal to CST, where C is equal to what? N by V. This is very, very important formula, useful now in the problems. So all of you remember this formula, pi is equal to CST or pi V is equal to NST. These two formulas are useful for us. Now what is the use of this osmotic pressure? By using the osmotic pressure, we can, this is a very important application bit. In examination, they may ask, what are the applications pressure? By using osmotic pressure, we can easily calculate molar mass of, isn't it, large substances like polymers, gained molecule, especially for the proteins, which are made up on by what? Gained molecules. Large molar mass will be there. Higher molar mass is there. So by using osmotic pressure, we can calculate the molar mass of what? Proteins, and molar mass of polymers, molar mass of macromolecules, which are having large molecules. This is a very important application. So what is the use of osmotic pressure? We can determine the molar masses of large molecule substances like protein, polymers, macromolecules. So now this is a method is generally having very good advantage over other methods if you want to calculate these things. Next, osmotic pressure is magnitude is very large for dilute solutions also. Don't think that it will be very small. It will have some value. A significant value will be there even for the dilute solutions also. Now this is important beta. Two solutions having same osmotic pressure. If the two solutions are having same osmotic pressure at given temperature, then they are called isotonic solution. Very important definition. One more question. What are isotonic solutions? Isn't it? So the solutions whose concentration is same, the solutions whose osmotic pressure is same, they are called what? Isotonic solution. For example, one is sugar solution is there, other is what? Salt solution is there. Now pi 2, this one is pi 1. Now if I say pi 1 equal to pi 2, then what I can say? Sugar and salt both are which type of solutions beta? Both are which type of solutions? Isotonic solutions. Means what? These sugar solution and salt solution both are having same osmotic pressure. Therefore, they are iso. Iso means same. Same type of osmotic pressure. Therefore, they are isotonic solution. For suppose if they are having same concentration, can I say this isotonic solution? Obviously, we can say. If they are having same concentration, definitely we can say they are isotonic. Why? See, for this one, what is the formula beta? Pi is equal to CRT. For this one, pi is equal to CRT. Correct? Now concentration C1, C2 both are same. C1, C2 both are same. R is also constant. Temperature is at given temperature. I am saying. If I say what given temperature, temperature is also same. That means what we can say, if the two solutions having same concentration, they can be called isotonic solution. Whatever solution it may be sugar solution, or it is a protein solution, or a polymer solution. If they are having what? Same concentration. Irrespective of nature of solution. What I am saying, irrespective of nature of solution. If they are having what? Same concentration at given temperature, definitely they can have isotonic solutions. Now, when they are having what? Isotonic solution, in this no osmosis takes place better. We don't have any type of osmosis in this case. That means solvent will not move in any direction actually. Okay. Now, this one, if you observe, very, very important, biological important it is. Now, blood, isn't it? And saline water. I'm comparing blood and saline water. Blood and saline water. Generally, in saline water, आप glucose लेते हैं ना saline में, saline water. Glucose means what? When you take saline means what? What happens here? In that case, water only we are having, but we will have 0.9% of WBV of NaCl. That means 0.9 grams of NaCl will present in 100 ml of solution. Now, blood and saline water always isotonic beta. Blood and saline water. Saline water means nothing but what? 0.9% salt solution of NaCl. Both are isotonic solutions. Means what? If I say blood and saline water isotonic solution, what is the meaning of that one? Anybody? Tell me better. If I say what happened like that, what is the meaning of that one?
Both of them have same osmotic pressure. And
Both
no
are having
osmosis.
same osmotic pressure. Very good. Right. Now, what I am doing here, for suppose, I am taking hypertonic solution. I am taking hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution means what? If a blood cell, a cell is placed in a solution containing more than 0.9% of sodium. That means I have taken a salt solution which is having 1% NaCl solution. 1% NaCl is more than 0.9%, no? Correct or not? Now here we are dissolving a cell like this. A cell I am dissolving in this one. A cell I am dissolving, which is having what? 1% NaCl solution. Now, they are called isotonic solutions now? Do they are called isosonic solution?
No, sir.
No, because
No, sir.
having 0.9%, whereas salt is having 1%. Now tell me, according to the osmosis, water will flow from lower to higher, correct? According to osmosis, water, solvent will flow from lower concentration to higher concentration. Now where to where it will flow better? From blood cell to in salt solution or salt to blood? Tell me, from where the solvent, blood also will contain water. The cell also contains water. Cell is having 0.9%. Salt is having 1%. According to osmosis, water will flow from where to where?
Cell to solution, sir.
From where to where? Cell to salt solution, right? Now, because of this, whatever cell having water will move where? Salt solution. Now, when cell loses water, cell becomes shrink. Condense हो जाएगा. Shrink, it will become shrink. Condense हो जाएगा. Such type of solutions are called hypertonic solutions. Understood? What is happening in this case? We are placing blood cell in which solution? Higher concentrated solution. The water which contains what in the cell now moving into what here? Salt solution. Now, remember when you go to parties, if you have had a meal, something a non-veg meal if you have, isn't it? Very salty food if you take, very salty non-veg food if you are having. Immediately you will feel what? More thirsty. You need to take more amount of water. Why this is happening? Why this condition is happening better? Why you are required more amount of water if you take salty food or non-veg food which is having got a salty food? Why you are requiring more amount of water? What is the reason?
To dilute the excess salt.
First thing is this salt water and the whatever cell you are having, they are actually getting hypotonic solution nature because salt is having more concentrated. This is what more concentrated actually. Now this is less concentrated. Now whatever the water which is having the cells, that water will move into what? Here. The water will move into here like this. Now cell will lose water here. Now cell gets shrink now. In that case, we required water. We will feel thirsty. So we required water. Again, we have to make the cell into what? Dilute. You have to fill the cell with what? Water again actually. So that thing, we generally, if you take salty food, if you take what happen, we will feel thirsty because of hypotonic solution phenomena. This is called what? Plasmolysis. Plasmolysis. When you make pickle beta, when you make a pickle, isn't it? After 1 week, what happened? That pickle, isn't mango, isn't it? Will good what it will be very tasty after 1 week. Why? Because in pickle, what mango, that whatever the water is there, that will move into what? Salt, into the whatever the salt, whatever it is having. So mango is losing the water here because of what? Same phenomenon. When mango lose water, it will be very tasty in nature. The same thing is happening here, nothing but because hypotonic solution. Now let me see hypotonic solution. Reverse phenomenon. In this case, what happened? You are placing the same cell where a salt solution is having 0.8% concentration. The salt solution is having what? Less than 0.9 percentage. Means what? 0.8% of solution. In that case, now water will move from where? Where to where it will flow? Jaldi bolo beta.
From solution to cell.
Reverse. From solution to what? Salt solution to cell. In that case, water is flowing into the cell. Now cell becomes swell now. Whatever the cell becomes now here, swelling takes place, expandation takes place here. Cell will get expand, swelling takes place here. This type of solutions are called hypotonic solutions. Hemolysis we can call this one, isn't it? Example, if you see what plant, if you see what happened, plant, isn't it? And soil, generally soil and the plant, if you observe here, now water is moving into the roots of the plant because of the osmosis phenomena only. The water is flowing where? From the soil to what here? Into the plant here, isn't it? Plants take the water from the soil to the root here because of this phenomena of osmosis phenomena only here. Now tell me about answer better. A person involved in an accident when admitted in hospital is administered normal saline. Why? Anybody? A normal saline water is administered given to that person who met an accident. What is the reason? ये reason है to maintain the osmotic pressure of the blood. We have to maintain the pressure which is because of the blood. Because you are losing the blood. If you met an accident, what happened? You are going to lose the blood. Then osmotic pressure will be decreased here. The same osmotic pressure we can get by what? Maintained by what? Saline water, because saline is isotonic with blood. So the same pressure we can again bring back with the saline water here. Understood here? To maintain the osmotic pressure of the blood, the person is administered with the saline water, which is isotonic with blood action. Understood here? What happens here? Raw mango, when it is placed in the concentrated salt solution, abhi maine bataya, mango will lose water because of the osmosis and converts into pickle, right? What happens to the wilted flowers when placed in the fresh water? When you place the fresh water flower, what happened? Because of osmosis, the flower will revive. It will again blow. I mean, glow will take place. Flower will get glow if you place in the water because of again the flow of water into the flower, isn't it? This is a water. When you are keeping a flower here, what happened? The water will move into the flower. It will revive. All these are examples of what? Osmosis here. A carrot which has become limp when placed in open atmosphere can be revived and becomes what happened? It takes the water to the osmosis and it will get its virginal nature, isn't it? Vegetable vendors often keep sprinkling of water on the vegetables to keep them firm, natural. Why this is because of same thing beta, water osmosis taking place, because of the water osmosis is taking place here. Vegetables exposed to air lose their water from the cell, hence the water sprinkled on them, they take water into the vegetables by using what? Osmosis process actually. Next, people taking lot of salty food experience water retention in the tissue cells and intercellular spaces because of the osmosis. Already I explained this one. Meat is preserved by adding salt, which prevents the bacteria action. Foods can be preserved in sugar solution to prevent the bacterial action. Why? Because of the osmosis only. If you maintain strong salt here, water, salty solution, the water will come outside. So it becomes what happened? Bacterial action cannot be takes place on that one here. All these are what explanation of this osmosis process, but applications of the osmosis. But we discuss about the problems now. Molar relation constant solvent which with nature of the solute dissolve. This is what here does not require. Now tell me here, in which of the solution the same molarity you expect higher elevation? ये भी हम बाद में discuss करेंगे. Once we get what? Want half factor, we'll discuss that. Last two questions will be discussed in want half factor. Now, it's a question 200 centimeter cubic, nothing but 200 ml of an aqueous solution of protein containing 1.26 grams of protein. The osmotic pressure of the such solution is 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. Temperature is given. Find the molar mass. The application of the osmotic pressure is finding the molar mass of the protein only. So what formula we have to use here? Pi V is equal to nRT. But N is not given. N is equal to what here? Weight of the protein, molar mass of the protein, gram molecular weight into RT. Now pi is equal to what they are given here, beta? Pi is equal to 2.57 into 10 to the power minus 3 bar. Volume 200 centimeter, cubic centimeter means ml only. That means what? 0.2 liter. It is now 0.2 liter. Convert into liters here. Because you are taking SI units here. Take as a liters here. Convert into liters. Temperature is equal to 300 Kelvin. Now substitute in gram molecular weight. We are calculating this one. We are calculating that. Now gram molecular weight equal to pi V come here. It will come here. Both will come here. Now what we get? Gram molecular weight is equal to W by this formula we are doing. Otherwise what happens? Substitute like this also, you will get the same thing. When you substitute R value equal to 0.08, same value or to substitute. R equal to 0.08 is a constant value or to universal constant. You have to convert, always take 0.08. And weight of the protein is 1.26 grams. After substitution, everything, the gram molecular weight we are going to get 610 we are going to get. How we got here? By using this formula, pi V is equal to weight by gram molecular weight into RT. Pi is equal to 2.57 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Volume you have to take in terms liter because you have taken SI units here, R value. So compulsory you take in SI units, that is what? 0.2 liter. Weight is what? 1.26 grams. Gram molecular weight we are calculating here. R equal to take 0.083. Temperature take what? 300 Kelvin. Answer we are going to get. This is the answer you are going to get. Now this one also one more question will take. Volume 1 liter. V is equal to 1 liter. Weight of the solute. Weight of the solute is given urea. That is 6 grams. Molar mass also given here. Molar gram molecular weight is also given here. 60. Osmotic pressure they are asking. Pi they are asking here. Gram molecular weight of glucose also given. How much weight of glucose is present in the 1 liter of the solution? Found equal. Sorry. They are not given beta. Equal they are saying. Okay. Again, I will revise this question. What are they saying? There is aqueous solution is there. There is aqueous solution. There is a glucose solution. Two types of solutions are there. One is aqueous solution. Other is glucose solution. In this aqueous solution, 6 grams of urea dissolved in 1 liter of water. 1 liter of water. This is the weight of the solute. This is the volume of the solution. Is found. The osmotic pressure is found equal in the blue. That means here the pi of the aqueous solution is equal to the pi of what? Glucose solution. Both are what? Same. How much weight of glucose is present in 1 liter of the solution? If pi is equal to same, how much of concentration also will be same? No. First of all, tell me if aqueous solution and glucose solution both are having same, definitely their concentration will be same. What I'm saying, concentration of aqueous solution will be same now with concentration of a glucose solution. Correct or not? Tell me what? If the isotonic solution, if the osmotic pressure is same for glucose and aqueous solution, their isotonic solutions, their concentration also will be same. Now, what is the formula for concentration beta? N by V. N by V. Here N for what? Aqueous solution. N for your glucose solution. Now, whether volume is same or not, tell me beta. In this case, volume is same. 1 liter aqueous solution. 1 liter glucose solution. Now tell me, volume is same or not?
Yes, sir.
So volume will be cancelled here. Now what will be remaining here? Number of moles of aqueous solution by number of moles of glucose solution. So mole is nothing but here solute लेना है आपको. Weight of urea लेना है. यहाँ पर aqueous में what is the solute beta? Urea. Weight of urea divided by gram molecular weight of urea is equal to weight of glucose by gram molecular weight of glucose. Now, what is the weight of urea? 60. Isn't it? What is the gram molecular weight of urea? Also will be 60 only. Sorry, 6 actually. Is equal to weight of the glucose आपको calculate करना है. What is the gram molecular weight of glucose beta? 180. Now, weight of glucose is equal to 6 into 180 divided by 60. 0, 0 get cancelled, 6, 6 get cancelled. The weight of the glucose is 18 grams. In this way, you can easily calculate it. If pi1 is equal to pi2 at same temperature, given also are getting same in this case. So you are getting what? Like this. 18 grams you got it. Right? Understood? In this way, we can do the problems. That means if you know these are isotonic solutions, then the concentration will be same. We can calculate the weight of the solute also. So we will get what different type of questions like this. Now still something reverse osmosis there, that also we'll discuss. In the next class, we'll discuss the reverse osmosis actually. So this already we have discussed everything. You read this text from the textbook beta, this concept you read. All of you in the notebook write on the definitions of osmosis, osmotic pressure, derivation of the formula. This is the derivation beta. This is what derivation. From year to year आपको derivation आएगा इसमें. From year to we can make. This is what derivation of molar mass. See, very important for examination. How do you derive the molar from mass from the osmotic pressure? यहाँ से यहाँ तक लिखना है आप. Already मैंने explain किया इसको. Now ये problem हम अभी ने किया शायद. We have done this problem already. Again, you have to do the problem in the notebook. Reverse osmosis we'll discuss tomorrow, right? Next, this is actually what homework for you. Homework. एक बात बताओ इसमें, you have to calculate the pi, correct? Then molar mass is given. This is a molar mass. Take as molar mass. Volume कितना लेना है आपको बेटा? What volume you have to take here?
450 ml.
450 नहीं लेना है, 0.45 लीटर लेना है आपको. यहां पर मिस्टेक मत करो. बिकॉज आर वैल्यू, जब तक आप आर वैल्यू 0.083 ले रहे हैं तो आपको लीटर, क्योंकि आर वैल्यू लीटर में है बेटा. इफ आई से व्हाट आर इज इक्वल टू 0.083 बार, दिस इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीटर. दिस इज इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीटर. सो डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू टेक वैल्यूम इन लीटर ओनली. ये यहां पर मिस्टेक कर रहे हैं आप. You are taking in ml. If they say what happened 450 ml, you are taking 450. You will get the wrong result. फ्रैक्शन में जो आते हैं रिजल्ट रॉन्ग आ जाएगा. आपको कंपल्सरी लीटर में लेना है. दे विल गिव इन ml only to confuse us. So convert that one into liter, because R value you are taking in terms of 0.083. If they give an atmosphere, you take 0.082. ATM 82 bar 83 you can take. टेम्परेचर आपको किस में कन्वर्ट करना है बेटा? टेम्परेचर को डायरेक्ट ले सकते हैं. टेम्परेचर 37
सर केल्विन में.
केल्विन में लेना है. 37 को 273 ऐड करो, 310 आएगा. सो दीज आर द टू मिस्टेक्स यू आर मेकिंग. टेम्परेचर को केल्विन कन्वर्ट करना है, वॉल्यूम को लीटर कन्वर्ट करना है. ये प्रॉब्लम होमवर्क है, कंप्लीट करो आज. So remaining problems are something want have factor problems are there. That want have factor problems we'll discuss. So this one, 1, 2, 3 problems. You can't do this one now, even though they are related to osmotic pressure. So once we discuss what, isn't it? Want have factor, we can do the problems also. Okay, you complete that one problem. Tomorrow we'll discuss want have factor. You have any doubts now?
No, sir, no doubts.
Wait a minute, I will take attendance. It will record only. Once if you leave, definitely it will record. But anyhow, we'll see. Okay, but I can leave now. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave now.
Thank you, sir.